Hi guys, my name's Jess and I'll be guiding you through today's tutorial on Showit and how to use all of the design settings. So to begin, if you look down here, you've got three main views. So you've got the Show Mobile and Desktop, Show Mobile Only, and Show Desktop Only. So I always start with the Show Desktop Only, purely because I can see everything that I'm working on. And then you've also got your magnifying zoom out and zoom in here. So I normally zoom out if I want to see a little bit more, or zoom in as well. So you've got zoom out, just always make sure you're clicked on the page if you want to zoom out. I wasn't clicked before. And zoom in. Okay, so let's start at the correct page that you're working with. So I'm in Home for Video Tutorial. And now we'll get started on the Site tab and the Page tab. So within your Site tab, you've got your site settings, design settings, your media library, all of your pages within the site, your blog templates, and your site canvases. And then in your Page tab, these are, if you click on Home, these are all of the canvases that make up the page that you're on. Okay, back to the Site tab. So now you've got your site settings. If you click on these site settings, this is where you can see all of your site info. So you've got your site name, your custom domain that you'll be putting in there. You can add a favicon and put in your vanity URL slug. In the blog tab, this is where you can learn how to configure your blog. If you're unsure of the process though, within our template guide PDFs, there's a lot more info there, and there's a couple of more tutorials created by Showit. Okay. And then if you head into your design settings, this is where you can put all your branded colors and all your fonts. So with your colors, it's really simple. If you just click on one of these boxes, a little tab pops down, and then you can either put in a hex code in here, or if you move around this little guy, you can put in a random color of your choice. So just move around the tab up here and this little tool. Really easy. So you do that with every single block here, or as many as you like, just so you create a color palette for your brand. The next thing you want to do is go into fonts, and then you'll find here Google fonts or custom fonts. So the first thing, if you want to choose your Google fonts, there is a really large range here. So you can honestly go through and choose whatever you like. However, if you do have specific branded fonts, you want to put them into your custom fonts here. So in that case, once you load them into your media library, which I'll explain in a moment, once they're in there, then they will pop up in this little tab here, and then you can choose whatever font that you've loaded. And then once your font is there, you can go add custom font, and then name it something. So you can name it Lato Light, or whatever the name of the font is, actually, that's what you'll name it. And then you'll go add custom font, and it will pop up into your chosen fonts that you've loaded. Back to the site style. Here you've got your type styles as well. So once you've loaded in all of your fonts, that's when you can go ahead and pop in your specific fonts to create a title, a heading, subheading, and your paragraph. So between mobile and desktop, you can make them a little bit different. So that's really good that you have the choice, just depending on what you're after and what sizing you require as well. So the sizing will differ from mobile to desktop, purely because the mobile is a little bit smaller. So you either want to make them bigger or vice versa. So if you click on these three dots here under the title, that's where you can pop in your font. You can change the sizing, you can put in your chosen color. There's a fair few features here that you can do. So that's to create the title, and then you can do that along with your headings, subheadings, and paragraph. All right, so that's all of design settings. Now, what I explained before in Media Library. So this is where you upload all your fonts and your images that go within the website. So all you have to do is press upload files. You'll have your chosen file with all your links and your images and your fonts. So with fonts, they'll have to be converted to WOFF. And with your images, they can just be images of your choosing. Oh, we'll go into here. got all your images in here, so you choose whatever you like. Alrighty, now with pages. So the difference with pages and blog templates. So essentially, pages are static pages. So the main difference is that they're non-WordPress pages, whereas blog templates are pages that are reflecting what is happening within WordPress. So that's this guy. So anything you do in here will be essentially done within WordPress, and then it'll be reflected onto this page. All right, and now scrolling down on your dashboard, you've got site canvases. So essentially a site canvas will go into the header. This is where you'll design a canvas that is the exact same throughout all your other pages. So for example, if you were to have one header that is the exact same, then you would create it in a site canvas, and then that's when you can bring it into all the other pages to ensure that it stays the same. You've got the same heading, size, you've got the same features for every single page. So for the site canvas, we've got our header, we've got our mobile navigation, and then we've got our follow, sidebar, and footer. So that explains site canvas. So if I go back to home for video tutorial, you can see that there, go back to desktop, you can see that there is the header there, and throughout every single page, about, gallery, there we go. It's the exact same, it's placed in the same area, it's the same sizing, everything. And you've also got a mobile version here as well. So everything you design in your desktop or vice versa will appear here. So if you design something in here, it's going to show in your desktop. If you design something in your desktop, it's going to show in your mobile. So what I normally do is start designing in desktop, but also flick back to mobile just to ensure that you place things in the correct area, or you change the size in if you need to. But yeah, it's good to go back and forth. But I normally stick to this one for now, just to see everything in a larger scale. Perfect. So that sums up the basic tools and how to use all of the design settings in Showit. If you need any more information, please refer to the template guide, which has a couple of tutorials, links, and links towards the Showit pages as well. Thanks, guys.